I mean, let's face it, you can't get a haircut on Amazon. As a salon business, you know, we've never been able to get going. We've tried to build a team. That's been just impossible. We did our launch at the end of January 2020. And by the end of March, it was game over. Just COVID completely destroyed all of that. So we've been sat empty. The fortunate thing for me, the lifesaver, if you like, is that I'm a session stylist. That's been a big saviour for me, being able to put food on the table and keep things ticking over. And I totally get and understand why we have to do this due to the lockdown and COVID. But something feels very unfair about the whole situation where I've been allowed to go out and work, whereas my colleagues around the world in hairdressing have had to stay at home and suffer. If I was to come into our space here in London, in Brixton, and cut somebody's hair, I'd be arrested. And it's fucking unbelievable. And I think as hairdressers, you know, certainly in a salon situation, we do way more than just cut people's hair. So let's not forget, you know, what hairdressers, you know, not just physically do for their clients, but mentally. Fucking hell. The mental connection as well, and I think that whole thing of well-being, you know, it's proven that, you know, animals live longer if they're petted and stroked and looked after, and as humans we're the same. Pet is the wrong word. Groomed. Groomed's the right word. That it's proven that, you know, animals live way longer if they're looked after and petted and the whole grooming thing's throwing me. I mean, animals cracking. You sound like some like fucking petting your dog. Yeah, I mean, you sound like some weird. Fucking hell. Bestiality, I'm thinking of that now in my head. Oh no! Get that out of my head. I might leave the animal bit out because it just throws me. It makes me, I'll start laughing. Let's not forget that hairdressers have that intimate connection with their clients. You know, salons connect people, they bring people together. I mean, the high street will not survive without hairdressing salons. It's that interaction, it's that social connection, which is super important to the community. I mean, let's face it, you can't get a haircut on Amazon. I mean, roll on the 12th of April. I think, you know, the hairdressers have been allowed to go back to doing what they do in the salons. Clients are going to be really happy. It's going to be great for people's mental health and well-being. They can go in and finally get their hair cut and coloured or whatever they need to do to make them feel good. I mean, who knows, as a salon space, whether we're going to survive this or not. It all depends on what happens after April the 12th.